What is going on, Burke fam? My name is Steve from Burke Family 54 Comics. Welcome to the very first Thursday night chat of 2021. I hope everyone is doing well. We got a great show planned for you guys tonight. Before we do that, though, let's hit that intro. All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and start bringing in my panel. First up, we got Ryan, the new guy. What's up, man?
Hey, what's up, man? Excited to talk some comics. It's been a crazy like 2 weeks, all the holidays and everything. It's nice to get back on schedule.
It really is. It really is. Next up, we got one of my good friends who's joining us tonight. He's joined us before. Great dude. We got Austin LeMay. What's up, man?
Hey, how's everyone doing tonight?
Dude, we are doing well. We are doing well. And last but certainly not least, we got Panda, who's currently reading a comic book. What's up, Panda? Oh, you are muted.
Oh, man. Yes, definitely trying to catch up on the very last thing. I didn't get a chance to read any of my comics until I got home. But when we got home, we discovered a couple of things. So I had to go do a couple of things here and there. So I'm just now reading the last of the comic book that I got.
Okay. All right. Well, before we get any further, I do want to remind everyone that my Thursday night chat is brought to you by comicbook_pressing on Instagram. If you need any comic books pressed, make sure you hit up Eric from comicbook_pressing. He can press any tiers of books for as low as $10, and make sure you use my promo code BURK54 to get free shipping back to you. And thank you to my channel members as well. We've got in the family tier, Remy Q Studios, Legion of Comics, The Cover Collector, Mike V, DJ Links, Deep Dive Comics, Flash 6792, The Comic Book Poser, Collectibles Lounge, and Kidrano Prince. Thank you guys for being a part of the family tier and a friend tier. We got Coco Love Chevy, and then all my supporter tier as well, which includes Panda, Austin LeMay, and several other really awesome people. Okay, let's go ahead and hit up that chat real quick. Got some people up in here. Flash 6792 beat Ruben.
Oh, what's up, Robert?
What's up, man? Mike, thanks for reminding me of the Eastern Signing. In 2 days, I've been able to add my 2 cartoon hero books, Batman Adventures 12 and TMNT Adventures #1. Must be Turtle Power. Yeah, he sent me a picture of his TMNT Adventures #1. I'm like, how much? It's a clean copy. It's a clean copy. Remy Q Studios, what's up, man? How you doing?
Hey, what's up, Jeremy?
Legion of Comics. Austin LeMay is up in here. How old is that photo, by the way? Your avatar. How old?
So that photo, 2009.
Ooh. Oh, wow.
2010.
I feel like I should pull up a photo of what I looked in 2009. I looked way different. Alex Tapia, what's good, man? What's up, Comic Vatos? Let's see here. Ryan Pond is here.
Yeah.
Let's go. Shiny, hello. Cindy and TSP, what's up? DePiercy, what's up? Ruben, what's up, dude? How's it going? 2000.
Yeah.
The same thing in all my videos. I appreciate you, Ruben. And hopefully that package shows up to you soon. Though I didn't spend a lot on shipping, so it might take a while. Comic Geek, what's up, man? How's it going?
In a way, we're very lucky that Ruben doesn't have a YouTube channel, because kind of the key to all of this is consistency, and I don't think there's anybody in the community more consistent than that guy.
There's really not anyone, honestly. Yeah, where is your hat at, dude? I was wondering that. I was like, dude, this guy looks.
It's never too far.
There it is. There it is. Okay. Let's see. Tori Tate, what's up, man? How's it going? I think I got everyone. Yeah, Eric presses a bunch of my books. Yeah, and he's supposed to be pressing Michael's book as well, the TMNT Adventures #1. Panda sent him some books. I sent him some books. A whole bunch of people have been sending him some books. So obviously the sponsorship has been paying off for him. That's good. Really quick, I'm going to send this email real quick to see if Ruby joined or not. So I'm going to send it to Ruben. If you are here, I'm going to send an invite over to you. Hope you're doing well, brother. Where is it? Right here. Reply, paste, make link. Okay. All right. We're going to go ahead and we're going to what's up? How's it going? we're going to show off what books we got this week. I did make a video on mine, but I'll go ahead and show them off again. So I got them right here. So this was the book. So my comic book store, they were not open yesterday. They did not get their diamond order until midday yesterday, so they had to not open until today, which works perfect because I can't go to the shop until Thursdays anyways. So I was able to get this book. It was like in the middle. It was like the only one, like the only variant of this. So I just got really lucky. I got that Star Wars High Republic #1, the Stephanie Hans Yoda variant.
Oh, nice.
That's a cool looking cover.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite covers of the run.
I was like, you know what? I was looking at all of them. I was like, which one do I want to get? And I saw that one. I was like, oh, I'm getting the Yoda cover, no doubt. So obviously, I put it in Mylar as soon as I got home. Okay. All right. I'll show off the rest of this stack here. Big week, I felt like. Big week. Venom 32. How to get the Venom versus Alien cover.
Well done.
Nice.
Love it. Love it. Read that. We can talk about it if you guys want to. Thor #11. Read that as well. A big Donny Cates week.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The last two were Donny Cates, and so was this one. Which I didn't realize until I got home. There is a pretty nasty crease on the corner. But I don't think this book's going to be worth as much as I thought after reading it. So,
What cover is she reading?
It's Cyberforce.
So that's a 1 in 8.
That's a 1 in 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's like 9 million covers to that, so they're
That's
all
a
gonna
one
be
in
kind of
eight.
worthless.
Yeah. The cover C of that is her reading the crossover comic.
Mm-hmm.
You can't see it, but it's up here. Yeah, it's a pretty nasty one for sure. Whatever. I did not grab this last week because I didn't go to my shop because I was out of town. Batman Annual 5. This is an N-Hook Lee cover.
Yes, the origin of Clown Hunter.
I've not gotten to read this yet, but I've heard good things.
Good read.
What, the annual?
Good read. Good read.
Yeah,
I've heard really good things. So I'm going to read that for sure.
it's much better than the last 5 issues of Batman. That's for sure.
Warlord, what's up, man? How's it going? Nice. That was next. All new Batman. Or the next Batman. I like the variant cover too, but I was like, I got to get the regular cover since this is like what they're using in all their promotional ads. So I like that it says Future State on it. I have not read this yet, though. Even though I put it on the thumbnail, I've not had a chance to read it. I think it's a book. I've not had a chance to read this yet either, but I've heard really good things, and this cover is dynamite. Future State Wonder Woman.
Oh yeah.
Yara Flor.
Yeah, that's the Brazilian one, right?
Yep.
Mhm.
And this is a Jenny Frison cover, right? I believe it is.
Was the Brazilian Wonder Woman already optioned for a TV show or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
She's
I didn't know that.
yeah, it's already scheduled for a CW show. I think it's CW.
Yeah, and it was scheduled way before the release
First
of
book.
Yeah.
I did read this, obviously. Future State Flash. We can talk a little bit about that later if you guys want.
I will say this because you mentioned in your video earlier that you didn't like the other Flash cover,
I did not.
but Mark from Legion won't shut up about it. He loves that other
I
Flash.
hated it. And
I like both of them.
Even after reading it, knowing that it's a panel, I still hated it.
See, I liked both of them. I thought they were both really good.
Apparently, this is an Art Germ cover, which I never would have guessed that. I believe this is an Art Germ.
That's a beauty.
Is that the death metal?
Death Metal #7.
Oh, okay.
That reminds me of that Boss Logic one
It
they
does.
came out with. Yeah.
Yeah, we can talk about that tonight. We can talk about that a little bit. I don't like it, obviously.
I loved it.
It's better than I thought it would be, honestly.
I like that book. That was one of my favorites for sure.
Firepower 7. So that is my nice haul for this week. Ryan, you are up next, buddy.
Oh. Yay! No physical copies, but all of what that guy got. No, no, actually, do I?
Everything that I got.
Yeah, no, because I'm not getting death metal. No, but Firepower #7, obviously. Thor 11, really hyped about that one. Um, Scout's Honor, and then a lot of the Future State stuff. And I've read all the Future State books. What I will say is like a blanket whole is like there's not a bad book in the bunch, to be honest. I think all of the art's well done, all of the stories are well done, but there are a few that I personally thought were kind of boring, but the writing and the art was not bad on them by any means. So I was impressed with the first week of Future State. I think it's better than anybody expected.
Well, I was excited about it. I thought Flash was better than I thought, so I'm excited to read the rest of it for sure. Austin LeMay, you are up next, buddy.
I'm going to take a beating tonight. First and foremost, I quit Firepower.
What?
Oh.
So that one is no longer on my pull list. We'll see. We'll see about that. And then we'll start off with a couple of books that are probably or may have never been discussed on this channel before. But that was a cover buy right there.
I looked at that, and I'll tell you what, it looks even sharper in person. It looks amazing.
And then, of course, I got some more Spider-Man, and then the B cover to that. This is pretty par for the course, right? Everybody has to have Thor 11.
Got to.
And then you couldn't have said it better yourself, Steve, but this cover is insane.
It really is.
Love it.
It really is.
Wait, what cover was that? Sorry, I was reading the chat. What was the last one? I was reading the chat. I missed it. Oh, that Venom cover with the alien
cover. And I know I've been pretty vocal about being anti Future State. I was saying I was going to boycott it. So you heard it here. I'm a hypocrite. I had to pick up Batman. And you know what? I only got this one because I had to get this one so that I could draw on it.
Nice.
So I'm going to do some artwork here. The owner of my LCS threw this one in. But they got me. I haven't read it yet, and then I do want to mention that last time we chatted, Steve, you showed me the crossover 1 in 100 with Spawn.
I did.
And I picked up that last issue they had on 616 last night.
Oh.
So I got that coming. Of course, cover A. And then you guys know I'm a Spawn freak.
Oh, yeah.
So I had to get the 1 in 8, this is just the regular
That's
cover
the God
C, right?
one. I love that
So I
one.
got a couple of the cover C's. I got the 1 in 8 Shadowhawk, the 1 in 8 Savage Dragon.
Oh, I tried to find the Savage Dragon one. I couldn't find it.
And
Talk about target audience.
I got the 1 in 25, where I don't know if you could see that. She's reading the Spawn.
Yep, she is.
Yeah.
And that's it.
That's the thing I find. That's the thing I find most ridiculous about all those variants is like it's so tiny you can barely even see what cover it is. Like
It is. Real quickly, let's bring in another really good friend of mine.
Yeah.
Marky Mark. Man.
Someone say Future State.
What's up, man? How's it going?
Fantastic. Finally hit a couple off days.
Nice.
Nice.
About time.
We're just showing off what comics we got this week. We're going to go to Panda next, and then it'll be your turn.
All right.
You know, for everybody having a big week, it was a light week for me. Because all I picked up were just 4 main titles. I picked up Venom. Got that cover A.
I love it.
I picked up Thor 11. This was a must.
Yes.
Crossover 3. This one, she's reading the God Country. I don't know if you guys can see that.
Oh yeah, that one was cool. That to me was the most obvious one too. It's
Right?
like the easiest to see. Yeah.
And then I picked up Firepower, which I just finished right when we were doing the intro. So,
Well,
Nice.
only me and you have read that because Mark can't get it until tomorrow. Ryan hasn't read it. Austin dropped it. So
Yeah, we can talk about something else.
Superpower Review says, Panda, let me see you with your shirt off.
no, let me see your shirt, is what he said.
I could have swore there was an off at the end there.
Okay.
A little wishful thinking there.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. I love that rock out, dude. I need to get one of those because I love that cover.
And this is one of the covers that I'm trying to get is that Wolverine. I know Tori just got one, so I was just talking to Tori the other day, and I told him, hey, if you ever see that Wolverine again, hit me up because that's actually on my want list for 2021. So,
oh, nice. That's right, it is. What's up, Ricky? How's it going, man? What's up, Kidrano? What's up? Everyone's up in here. I appreciate that. We're doing we're having a good night. We're having a good night. All right, next up. That was a nice haul. I'm excited to talk some Venom. We can talk Venom, right? Because Austin's read it, and I've read it, and you've read it. And we're going to also talk some DC Future State a little bit. We can talk Death Metal 7. We can talk – I think Thor number 11 is and Crossover 3 will probably be the two books we're definitely going to talk about. Next up, though, we got Marky Mark.
This week was an average size DC day for me.
Every state cover that just came out.
No, unfortunately, I just went with cover A's across the board, despite some of the A's not being my favorite. I just want them all to match. But I picked up Death Metal 7. I got that awesome cover A with
That is a nice cover.
Wonder Woman and the Hand of Creation right there across from her. I got the awesome yellow background variant. All the cover options were all just fantastic across the board. When I see a yellow background, I just jump. I just thought that was cool. Looks like he's broken in half. It was just awesome. But then keeping them in reading order, I got Generation Shattered, and I did get multiple covers for this one. There was only 2 for a $9.99 price tag, thank God. But that Bermejo cover is just outrageously awesome. Really excited. He's going to be doing variants for Superman after Future State. But I got Next Batman, which was shockingly decent. I got the new Flash, which I absolutely enjoyed.
Told you.
I got Superman and Metropolis, I was surprised with it that I enjoyed it as much as I did. I think they're going in an interesting and smart direction with it. Now, Wonder Woman number 1. I'm also giving away one of these in a lot of other books, my 300 subscriber giveaway, shameless plug. And that Future State Swamp Thing, which I'm excited to read tonight, as well as Volume 2 of Stan Lee's Just Imagine DC Universe, which these are all fantastic. Just getting a new collected version of them, going back, rereading them, where we saw the first Brazilian Wonder Woman years ago.
Oh.
And then tomorrow I'll pick up Crossover, Firepower, and Iron Man 5.
So wait, you haven't read Crossover yet?
No. I didn't go ahead and last time I just did a digital download when I was at work, but I didn't have the time to do it.
No worries at all. We'll figure out something else to talk about.
Y'all can talk about whatever. I'm not stressing. I'll dip out if I feel like it's too spoilery.
I got spoiled by one of my friends. They put it on their story. A spoiler from 2 books.
Boy, you have a nice group of friends, man. They just send you pictures of final splashes and stuff all the time.
That was on their story, but it was the morning before anyone could get the books, and I was like, "What the heck, dude?"
Oh yeah, that's
I'm still too Instagram illiterate to even mess with stories. The only time something goes to my story is when someone puts something on their story for me.
No one got it.
Share it to mine. Yeah.
No one got what did you get this one?
I haven't gotten to it yet. That guy has.
I've read it, and I'm definitely grabbing it because if anybody's been paying attention, I Comixology Unlimited had Alan Moore's Swamp Thing collection on their Unlimited, So I was like, well, let me see what all the hype is about. So now I've been kind of in an Alan Moore Swamp Thing spiral for a week and a half. So
good spiral to be in.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. It unravels your mind. It's really cool stuff.
I've never read any Swamp Thing.
Oh my God. It's so good.
Only read the Alan Moore and make it put it on the
never read a single Swamp Thing in my life. Never.
Like everything that is Swamp Thing today was defined by Alan Moore in his run.
Honestly, 1, I thought I understood what Swamp Thing was, and 2, I was like, I don't know, it seems like a dumb concept. No, I did not understand, and it's absolutely incredible.
That's what I feel like. I don't know. That's how I feel about something that's killing the children. I have no idea what's happening in that series. I keep reading it, but every time it's so good.
Dude, I just binged 1 through 13 in 3 nights this past week. That was a fun experience, just burning through it.
Yeah. He messaged me. He's like, I just finished volume 1. I'm gonna go on to volume 2. I was like, cool. Maybe like an hour later, he's like, I just finished volume 2. I'm gonna go ahead and read all the other stuff. I'm like, good lord! Like in one day, he just read the whole series.
I thought I was just going to read 1 or 2, and this was in the middle of my long work run. I just couldn't go to sleep. I'd finish an issue. I'm like, no, you can't end on that note.
We got 20 people up in the chat. That's what's up. Hope everyone is doing well. Before we get any farther, though, I have not said this yet. I don't know how. I am doing my 2,000 subscriber giveaway and giving away a Batman 24 and a CGC 98, as well as a TMNT Last Ronin #1. A link to my giveaway video is in the description. Go to that video. I talk about how to enter, and I also put in a description of how to enter. Make sure you get there because I'm really close to 2,000 subs. I'm at like 1840 right now. So there we go. Make sure, and I may be adding something else to the giveaway. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. That might be a little nugget there. So, what does everyone want to talk about first? What comic book should we all talk about? What is there a single book that we all read? Is there? I've not read that.
Oh,
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I think Flash is the only thing we all talked about, right?
I haven't read anything. I haven't read anything, but I want you guys to talk me into jumping back on Firepower.
I'd rather talk you into future.
Well, two of them haven't read it. Two of them has not read it. Ryan and Mark have.
I mean, I'm fine with spoilers.
I could still talk you into it.
Yeah, I'm 1,000% in on Firepower. So whatever y'all have to say about it, I don't care. I'm still reading it.
Yeah, same here.
Did everyone read it?
Spoilers in it?
Yes.
Thor, yes.
Everyone except for Mark.
See, I don't read it anyways.
Oh,
Go ahead.
one person. That's
Yeah, I
what
was gonna say he's not reading Thor.
The only way I keep up with it is watching this show, man. I'd rather hear from it than have to read it myself.
Man, who curated this group?
I didn't do a very good job of saying this is what we're going to be reading. I've not read it. I have it, and I don't want to touch it and mess it up.
It's got a 200,000 plus print run. You might be okay.
Yeah, but that cover is just sick.
Yeah, that was easily my favorite cover.
And they just announced a third print for it, right?
We talk death metal after Thor if you guys want. That's the ending to that, and it's a jumping on point to future state. So,
dude, it's a redefinition of the entire DC universe. That was a big issue.
Thank you, Michael Tolp. That's what's up, man. I appreciate that, bro. And I don't know. I can't tell you. I assume. Have you read this, Austin LeMay? You're a Star Wars guy.
I'm not a Star Wars comics guy.
Me neither. I'm straight movies with that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's going up there in price, and I think everyone should get it because, I mean, you never know with the shows and in movies about what they could do with it. So I definitely think you should at least grab at least a cover it. Like for $4, $5, you never know. You never know.
If there's one at the shop tomorrow, I'll pick one up.
Do it.
To make y'all feel better.
I mean, from what I've heard about it, it doesn't sound like a show or a movie. It sounds like a foundation for an entire universe of like shows and movies.
The concept behind it's cool. They're doing with the literature what they've done with the cinema, how it intertwines with the animated shows, the TV shows, and the live action movies. Are taking a story and putting it in a comic book and a novel and a young adult read and just making it interconnected. So that's a pretty cool concept what they're doing. I think it's more of an experiment than it is anything else.
Yeah. I think there's one more that comes out next week.
Yes.
And that's the last one, isn't it?
Yes.
It is.
I'm excited for that.
Okay, well, I'll give it a whirl. I'll go back to the shop to see if they have a regular cover tomorrow so I can read that. They'll probably be sold out, but we'll see. Okay, let's talk some Thor #11.
Yeah.
Donny Cates. Donny Cates owned this week, man. I'll tell you what. He really did own this week with Thor and Venom and crossover. I don't know how that dude keeps up with all he's doing, man. I really don't. And he's also doing King in Black, and I don't know how he's doing it. I really don't. Okay. Thor, he is not joining the fight yet in King in Black because he's dealing with Donald Blake, who is super evil. And we finally get to see some other Thors in this book. For the people that have read this, what did you guys think of this book?
I thought it was amazing. I've been pretty hyped since Prey Part 1, and so like the Part 2 was like pretty bombastic, and so this one I don't know, I was really excited for it, but I didn't know what direction it was going to go after that last one, and I really like where he put this. Like it simmered down a little bit and like kind of put it on a low burn, you know. It's just kind of simmering, but like all the characterization and stuff that he did in this issue was mind-blowingly good. I loved it.
Yeah, and I really like what's it called, the relationship between him and Jane Foster. It really showed on how much like he still really likes Jane Foster and how much he just really respects her word. And then when he found out that she was Thor there for a second, like you could tell like that panel that they had. That big splash page where he said no more.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
I love that panel, dude. I was like, are you kidding me? He's doing that to Jane?
Yeah, I thought so too. And then you can see in the background where it's got Jane Foster's face, and then it's got her as Thor coming out and stuff like that. I knew it had to be like a dream sequence kind of thing, you know, because I didn't think that he would actually do that, especially when he drove the knife into her hand. I was like, no way. Yeah.
I really love that whole dinner scene because it just felt like he was putting you in the head of a like a psychopath, you know? Like it felt like you were sitting there having dinner with Jeffrey Dahmer or something, you know? Like it was intense.
Yeah.
I love them talking to Thori.
Yeah.
That was a really fun part, man. They're talking to that dog. Oh, that was so good. The art is good. Very, very. What's the right word I'm looking for? Like a kind of dark art. Like it makes you feel like it's a dark story for sure. Nick Klein, he's been doing almost the entire Thor run. He did the very first story arc with the Black Winter, and he's doing this again. And I thought he did a great job. And who is this? Can someone tell me who this is? Austin, who is this?
It's Throg.
Throg?
Throg.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I don't know his name, but I recognize him.
Who is that? I don't know who that is.
That's Lockjaw and Throg.
It's actually, wasn't Donnie Cates was joking about writing for Throg.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
There you go. Yeah, I think he tweeted something crazy.
He tweeted something, and then Throg's first appearance skyrocketed in price there for like a quick second.
He does that. He says anything on Twitter, something skyrockets every time.
Yeah, he's kind of a Twitter master like that.
That was a super raw steak.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the way the blood was like running down his lips and stuff.
Yeah,
like,
it was pretty raw. It was pretty raw.
Yeah, the way that he cut into it with it just splashing out.
Yeah.
It almost seems like they're saving Thor for like the finale to King in Black. Like they're going to try to finish this story completely and then bring him in the last issue of King in Black. Is that how you guys feel too?
I hope so. I'm hoping that they do that and bring everything together and everything kind of ties all in one.
Is Noel capable of ripping him in half, or aren't they like weakened by electricity or something? All the little dragons and symbiotes.
I think they are.
So yeah, I mean, they talked about that in like the first King in Black issue, how like, what is it, electricity and magic and something else is their weakness. Sound?
Yeah, because Storm was trying to hold them off for a little bit.
Yeah.
And I think that's where the setup's going to come from the beginning of this Thor run, is like the way that he manhandled Galactus in the Black Winter is kind of setting him up to be the only person in the Marvel universe strong enough to take down Null, you know.
Has he faced Null at all yet? Like met him or anything?
He did get the symbiote at some point in the last couple of years. if I'm not mistaken, right? Didn't Thor have a symbiote at some point?
Oh.
Let guys in chat, let me know if he did, because there is that Venom 4 cover where he's holding. He looks like he's in a symbiote and he's holding like a skull. I feel like at some point he did have a symbiote, or someone in Asgard did. Let me know in the chat though, because I thought so, but maybe not.
Fire as well. Johnny Blaze holding until Supernova. So I guess fire is another one of their weaknesses.
I did not see that one.
There's like 23 variants for Eternal One this week. I don't know how you missed it.
No, I'm sorry. I mean, I did see. I saw the regular cover. I didn't grab it. Is what I mean.
Okay.
Yeah, I was about to say it was one page or one cover for every character.
The Icarus cover, Alex Ross was fantastic.
Yeah.
Like screaming, shooting the eye lasers.
I went back and watched Very Gary Comics interview with Brittany McManus from CGC. She wants to get Alex Ross at some point to do an in-house signing.
You can easily get stuff signed from him just from his website. Like I'm on his website regularly, and yeah, he's very accessible.
I did not know that. Whenever he goes to cons, he's got like a whole corner just dedicated to all his stuff. It's
like museum. Like he brings a museum.
It looks like a museum. Like you walk through it and whatnot. I mean, I've never been there, but I see pictures.
Same.
Living vicariously.
Overall, I thought Thor was good, a lot better than it had been the last couple issues. Though, but at the same time, it almost feels like it's kind of dragging a little bit too. Like it's good, but it feels like it's like kind of like, okay, I'm trying to hold him back because people are asking questions about King in Black. That's what it feels like. I get it, but it was still good though, I guess. Well, better than it had been.
I don't know. I really like where it's at.
Go ahead.
What were you saying? I was gonna say I didn't like those 2 issues with the other artists. Like I wish they didn't exist. But I've really liked Prey because I like the way that Cates has set it up. Because we saw in the first part of the Thor run with Galactus and the Black Winter, we got to see like how powerful Thor is. But then now, like they set this up where Donald Blake, you know, the dragon, what's his name, Jormungand or whatever. Yep. Like he was coming to work with Donald Blake to like fight back against Odin. And Donald Blake was like, yeah, screw what you're talking about. I'm just going to take your power for myself. And then he used that power to outsmart Thor. So no longer is Thor's strength what is like the thing, you know, like he got outsmarted is what really happened there. And so I think that's just kind of like leading to the setup where we're going to see Donald Blake. He's trying to accumulate more power, and I think he's going to get very powerful. And we're going to see Thor kind of have to like level up and become smarter and stronger.
Yeah, because that's what he's lacking right now is the smart.
Yeah, and so I think once he's able to escape and everything and outsmart Donald Blake and beat him in a fight, I think then he'll be ready to take on Null. So I really think this is building toward bringing Thor into the King in Black stuff.
Well, he better get a move on. He doesn't have any issues to get there.
I was gonna say, I mean, the world's pretty much dead at this point, right?
Yeah, that world no longer exists. You know, the only thing that I found really funny was just how much of a wussy, you know, Beta Ray Bill is now.
I wanted to talk about him next. I'm glad.
Oh yeah.
No longer does he have the horse face. Now all that confidence is gone. Now that he doesn't have his horse face.
It is true.
Yeah.
He looks even weirder than that issue where he didn't have the helm on and stuff.
Yeah, he looks way weirder than that.
He looks like an orange turtle without a bandana.
He looks just ashamed of himself.
Yeah.
He really does.
Yeah, but you know where he's headed, right?
Where?
Daniel Warren Johnson's going to do a solo miniseries of him. It's going to be so good. Oh, so good.
Following up him not having Stormbreaker and his path back. It's like the hero's journey, some Joseph Campbell style stuff.
When is that coming out?
It was solicited like last month, so I'm guessing within probably like 2 or 3 months from now.
I would guess probably like March.
I did not know that. Austin, you're shaking like you know.
Yeah, no, I didn't hear that.
What?
But I want it.
Yeah,
if y'all check out Legion of Comics on Facebook. Yeah, I post a lot of comic news stuff on there.
Do you really?
I do.
Dude, I did not know you had a Facebook page for your YouTube. I want to go to the Facebook now. I'm going to go ahead and
I've got the Instagram link to it, so everything I do on Instagram goes over there. But when I just go on Facebook, all my Facebook's been for years is just comic book news, you know. And so when I see something that I enjoy, I just share it over there.
okay, I just liked it. There we
Well,
go.
thank you.
Yeah.
DLG Comics, what's up, man?
Posted the cover. Oh my god, it's
That
gonna
The
is
be
so
cover is
good.
fantastic.
Yes.
He's just an amazing artist. He just knows how to use colors like very few people do.
Walt Simonson is doing a variant as well. I
Oh,
didn't-
awesome.
See,
Walt Simonson had a cameo in the first Thor movie.
Oh, really?
He did at the end when they were all in the big banquet hall. He was at the banquet table.
Oh, nice.
I'm
Met
excited.
him.
Honestly, like I don't know that much about Beta Ray Bill, so I feel like that will be a really cool series.
Mhm.
But
And wait till you get into
Kind of-
Daniel Warren Johnson writing. No matter what he's writing, it's amazing.
Chaos.
I would almost put money that I cry.
That's what he does. Did anyone
Yeah.
else read Dead Earth when he did the Wonder Woman Dead Earth for Black Label? Oh my God.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
I that's what really got me like back hyped for Wonder Woman. She's just been kind of a flat character for me.
Yeah.
I read that, and then now she's like spotlighted across a lot of titles. I'm guessing they wanted to hype her up before the movie and all, but dude, like that book was just that
Yes.
and Murder Falcon is just you would never expect it to hit you like it does.
Yeah.
Daniel
Yeah.
Warren
His stuff is intense.
There we go. Do you guys see really quick? This is kind of off topic, but you said Wonder Woman, so it made me think of it. And also, I just got the notification from Two Brothers Comics as well. That do you guys see those second printings that I think I sent it to the group text?
Yeah. They look cool.
Second
It's
printing.
like a designer variant almost.
That's exactly what I thought too. The designer variants basically for second printings, Future State Batman and Wonder Woman, and I forgot the other ones. They look cool. They look really cool.
Yeah. I like how they did the color patterns for him.
He did.
No, Finn was just in here. That's why I just muted it. I was just talking to him. We're trying to get him on a stricter bedtime. He's been on a free for all bedtime since he was born, but he's a little bit over 3 now, so it's time to start tightening down.
I don't think this is a 1 in 25, is it?
Yeah, I don't think it's a 1 in 25 either.
I think it's just a regular variant.
I was gonna say I thought that was the standard one. That's the one I've been seeing everybody with at least.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely one of the. I mean, if you look at least on eBay, it's one of the ones that's selling for more than some of the other variants outside of the ratio ones. But
Yeah, but can't you get the 1 in 25 off the 616 comics?
you can get okay. So I'm just gonna put a link really quick. The 616 comics, they're gonna add a whole bunch of really cool new variants as well in the next week that he got from other places as well. Make sure you hit him up and use a Thanks 10 coupon because Austin saved $12 by using that coupon on that 1 of 100 cover, and they got a lot of really good deals on the High Republic as well. They have, in fact, they sold out of everything except for the set of 2 main cover and 1 in 25. That is $89.99. So if you use a Thanks 10, you'll get $9 off. So they sold out of. They still do have the Stephanie Hans Yoda variant for $34.99. So
How often do they post new books on 616? Because I feel like every time I check out, I find more that I want.
dude, every day, and he's going to be off for the next 2 weeks for quarantine reasons. I don't know if he wants to. He's got a quarantine, and he's going to be working a lot on his website because they're going to ton of really cool new variants on there from other places, and also new books are coming out, and they're doing a lot of business, and he's staying busy for sure. And I got confirmation today that he got confirmation from Boom that my logo will be on the back of that issue 4 variant that I have not revealed the cover of.
Nice.
He's gonna confirm next week to make sure that my name is also on the inside cover as well of every single one that says like this variant is done by this person. He's gonna my name is on the inside as well. So
Dude, that's awesome.
I'm excited for that. I'm praying for it. And I'll announce it more later, but I will have copies that I will be selling as well. So that'll be cool. So
the horn emoji with the little ribbons coming out. 2 of those for you, Steve.
Oh shoot, that's amazing. That's amazing.
That's really awesome, dude.
Yeah. Should we talk Venom or should we talk Death Metal 7? What do you guys want to talk about?
You guys can go ahead and talk.
Or crossover or what? I don't want to do firepower. So, what do you guys want to talk about?
I wouldn't mind talking a little Death Metal 7. That seems like it's a huge moment in DC in general with the restructuring of their universe completely.
Let's talk Death Metal 7, and then we'll talk Venom 32, and then we can talk whatever everyone else wants to talk about. So Death Metal 7 came out yesterday. It is the last book in the Death Metal series by Gary Capullo and Jonathan Lapion as well. And it is also like the launching point, kind of why we're seeing Future State. And it is also a very Wonder Woman-centric book. So if Magic Glasso is watching, your girl is front and center in this book. I think he said he hasn't read it yet, actually. We're talking about it. But it's a really good book. It's actually a pretty thick book. Like, if you read it, like it's a thick book. I mean, it's worth it's $5.99. So it's worth the cover price for sure. What's up, Mark Spector Comics? How's it going? 11, now we're going to talk Death Metal 7.
What was that?
So that was his baby. That was his baby boy.
I was like, what happened?
Which I'm off topic. I'm the baby in my family. Is anyone else the baby in their family? The last kid?
No.
I'm always
Number 1, baby.
Only me?
They always save the best for last.
Nah.
First is best.
First is the worst.
Not if you ask my parents.
Third is the worst. Hairy chest. That's my daughter's favorite saying. That's what she says. Number 2 is her favorite number. Death Metal was the only book I read so far. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. You saying what's up, Austin? How's it going? Ruby G, check your email. Okay. Death Metal 7. I kind of got some Death Metal fatigue. I'm going to be honest. I was ready for this to be over like a month or 2 ago. And it just didn't happen. And it honestly felt like they were going to do what they always do in all these big events. Like, it just didn't happen. Like, all of that. Kind of like Shattered Grid. Did all this stuff and then come back. Didn't happen. That's what it felt like it was going to do. They said it did. They kind of said like it did, but it didn't happen. And now they're exploring all these different realities. Okay, they're saying it did happen, but it still went back to the status quo. And now they also figured out that they're not the only Earth at the center of the universe or the Omniverse. So, what do you guys think? For the people that read it,
I thought they did fantastic with it for actually delivering an ending on a series. I too got fatigue around issue 5. I think the tie-ins, they did them. They had a very good idea with the tie-ins, making them non-throwaway books. Out of every single one of those tie-ins, there's only one that you can throw away and not really lose any actual needed story content. And I think because of that, it was kind of a win-loss situation where you just get beat down with it eventually. But after issue 5, when the Secret Origins book came out, it re-hyped me back up right at the end before the big battle. And I think that they actually delivered a decent ending with this. We got a first appearance of the actual Hands of Creation as the Hands of Creation. And that's which I thought was absolutely cool, which you see on the cover there. That's
so that cover, the main cover there is basically seen.
Yes. That is not Wonder Woman and Wonder Woman. That's Wonder Woman in the Hand of Creation, which they show in their normal form right before that scene. And she just comes to Diana in a form like basically Golden Age Diana being consistent through her entire existence, which she holds true in this book, which was an awesome moment where she's facing the Blackest Night. And it's really just come to the end. Like, they went into this fight thinking they were going to lose, and they lost. Like, the Blackest Night's either going to win or the Hand of Creation is going to start everything over. Yeah, they were just going to start everything over. Like, no matter what, Earth was done. And it was kind of I don't want to really compare it to this because a lot of people weren't happy with it, but it was reminiscent of the Doomsday Clock when Superman's just who he was a kind of a game changer for Dr. Manhattan. Wonder Woman standing up in the face of that, and despite the fact that she's about to lose everything, still holding true to her values and literally pimp slapping the Blackest Night in the face with the hand of creation.
That was pretty cool.
They're like, dude, we're not going to destroy your universe, but you don't get what you had. We're going to have to meet in the middle. And what they do next, I thought was just awesome because it makes Future State non-throwaway, but it doesn't make it canon. Like, I mean, it gives it a purpose for what it is, which I think was really cool, which kind of gave it more validity, in my opinion. Because knowing that what Wonder Woman is at the end of this, and knowing that her Future State title is Immortal Wonder Woman, I have a feeling that it's going to be a continuation from this specific Wonder Woman's path, and that whatever happens in Immortal might give us a smooth transition into Infinite Frontier. So I'm actually really excited to follow the structure of DC from here. I think a lot of people are quick to judge Future State and throw it away, and they're just trying to do this and get rid of all of our characters here. Superman's still there in his own title. Clark's there. Bruce is there. All the Flash family's there. Diana's there. They're all there. Just all these characters that we complain about. I'm guilty of it, not getting enough attention. Where's the Bat family? Where's these people? Why don't they get this? They're giving y'all that. They're giving me that and keeping our heroes here. So I'm just happy across the board. I was so surprised with Future State so far.
There is 3 moments that I want to talk about. I'm gonna do this here so everyone can see. So this is when the Robin King is basically talking crap to Batman, and he says to him, he goes, "We're all Batman, except for you, punk." And then Alfred, since he's risen from the dead because of the Blackest Night ring, or the Black Lantern ring, I should say. I like that. I really like that panel. And then I got to go back a couple pages here.
It was cool how Robin King thought he one-upped him and cut the hand off with the ring.
Yeah. So this one is one of my favorites too. So there's this big battle here, okay? And at the bottom, Damien's like, "No, what's happening?" And then at the bottom, he says, "Father, if this is it, I want to tell you something. I need you to know I definitely would have been the best Batman." That's what Damien said, and I thought that was amazing. And then there's one other one I thought wasn't like amazing, but I thought it was funny. Let me see if I can find it here. It was like a very adult like joke that I'm surprised was allowed in the book. It was a Superman, and they say gross. Let me see if I can find it. I thought it was pretty funny.
So while you're hunting for that, this is or is not canon?
Canon.
It is, but not really. It is.
That's why I'm so confused.
It happened, but they all went back to what they were pre it. Does that make sense? Just Shattered Grid did happen with Power Rangers, though they all went back not knowing it. It still did matter because they found out later that it did happen. They just don't remember it. So it's kind of very similar.
All right, it 100% happened, but instead of having the hard side effects of it, like you wake up the next day from the battle, they wake up to it. They're not even waking up. They get a clean ground to stand on instead of a battlefield to stand on.
Okay.
So there's this panel here. I'm going to try to show it here. It is Superman. I think it's from another universe or something. He's the last son. He goes, "Now I exist to reclaim all matter. I am the final star. Come into me." And Superboy goes, gross.
Yeah.
I was like, I couldn't believe that they allowed that in a book. I could not believe that they allowed that. But it was hilarious.
I was a little upset by the one panel,
but it was funny still.
The panel with Wally on the Mobius chair, when they make it out to there's a multiple of all characters in this battle. And Flash is regular old Flash. And then they give you an alternate twisted Flash who's close to what Wally just was. But he makes the comment like, "You're not Wally, you're just a bad idea." When at the start of this, like the hope for any kind of salvation for the heroes was Wally in the Mobius chair with Dr. Manhattan powers. And they just not only throw it out, they throw it out and then just step on it. Like, you're just a bad idea.
You told me that Scott Snyder, I don't know where you got that from. Was it an article or something? He said that Wally West there's big plans for him in the future.
That's why it ends the way it does with them taking Wally to the to where they take him.
Yeah, so they're taking him to an alternate
it's the Hall of Justice / Legion of Doom Watchtower.
Yeah.
And that's what I want to bring up too. Like, the fact that all the heroes and all the villains, because of their shared memory now, realize that they are not a threat to each other, that there's bigger problems, and there's problems that they haven't really introduced yet. But I believe that they touched on it in Generation Shattered with the villain that they introduced in that.
And then we get to JSA, which is kind of a callback to Doomsday Clock and DC Universe Rebirth.
Dude, I've been waiting since New 52 for JSA to be a monthly again.
That's why The Rock was in it so much at the beginning. So, yeah, I thought
Like Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah, Dwayne The Rock Johnson. And then we do
Sergeant Rock.
We do get that first cameo appearance. The first cameo appearance of Yara Flor, the new Wonder Woman. Just a panel. That's all you get.
Which the same week, I mean, this book hit the shelf the same day with Generation Shattered having multiple cameos of her in it as well. But I guess because chronologically reading order, this comes first. Though.
Her first cameo because it's right before.
Well, her Wonder Woman book dropped the same day, so
yeah, it's weird. It's weird.
Was Death Metal 7, I mean, really the whole series, but obviously 7, was that affected by like the shutdown and all that? Did it get pushed back and that's why we're getting it now? Or did they always plan to release 7 and Future State on the same day?
They may have moved it up a little bit, but who knows on that, honestly. But this was supposed to be the end and then the start of Future State. Actually, it's supposed to be the start also.
I'm pretty sure, like, didn't Death Metal start with the lunar shipping? When DC switched to Lunar?
Oh, so well, they didn't start with Lunar until after the shutdown started, right? So that wouldn't have affected that. They must have already had that plan then.
But then I don't know if they plan on starting it a month or two earlier, because it was in shutdown. We didn't have DC for like a month or two before they got the 2 other shipping companies, then ironed it down to the better of the 2.
I mean, it just seems weird because like they're not the same book, so it's not like a once a month thing, Like they could have released Death Metal 7 last week and then started Future State this week, and it would have been pretty seamless for most readers, It's weird to like end it and start it on the same week when you're releasing books every single week,
Yeah, I was so happy they did though, because that was just 3 huge chapters from Death Metal to Generation Shattered right into Future State. It was a really nice momentum to go in. And going from the fatigue to having fresh material in the same week, I'm just like reading Future State. Like, this is what I needed. This is a palate cleanser right now.
Let me ask you this, because Donnie Cates mentioned that issue 3 of Crossover was going to be a big deal. But he did. So he built a lot of hype around it. Whether it is,
I wasn't talk about it, and I didn't realize he hadn't read it yet. So.
Do you think that he only built up issue 3 knowing that his book was coming out the same week as Future State?
He might have.
No.
I mean, he likes to put down anything DC, it seems like. I mean, obviously.
So. Yeah, I think it was just a big marketing play.
I think
crossover.
It was definitely a marketing play, but
crossover in general might end up being just a marketing play.
I mean, people haven't read it, but I'll tell you what, I was let down.
I've heard mixed reviews about 3.
Let down completely. So
It's a shame.
I know people on the panel haven't read it. That's all I'm going to say. I was really hoping it was cover hype.
Comic Man Andy had some decent stuff to say about it. He didn't get into any big details, but he said he enjoyed it.
First half was good, but the second half was more.
I don't believe in cover.
I don't know. To me, I liked it. I thought it was pretty good. It didn't disappoint for me, but I also feel like I came into the whole crossover thing with way lower expectations than pretty much everybody else. So.
we can talk about it later. But I thought Future State Flash was way better than I thought it was going to be.
Yes, I've been waiting to hear what you thought. Dude, I just been everyone who's gone out on a limb and started trying Future State stuff. I just sit here just on eggshells waiting to hear back from them.
Well, we'll talk about that after. Talk a little bit of Venom.
Okay.
Austin, did you read Venom?
No, I picked it up. I just got all of my books this afternoon, and I have done no reading yet.
So Ryan, did you read Venom?
No, I haven't read any of Venom.
So only me and Panda read Venom.
Yeah, I think y'all are the only two that read it, to be honest.
We can talk.
I mean, not in the world, but on the panel.
Like at least like 5 or 10 minutes real quick with Panda.
Yeah, that's fine.
I think people that didn't like crossover didn't appreciate the indie cameos in the book.
Yeah, I guess I could see that.
Yeah, I didn't. I wanted more Marvel and DC, which I told the whole
the
thing.
one thing that I want to insert on the crossover thing is I think that Donny Cates is hyping crossover based on his own personal hype. I think that the moment that let everybody down in that third book was actually like a truly big moment in Cates' personal life. I think that was something that meant a lot to him, and for it to go down the way it did in real life, I think he feels like I don't know, like he was writing fan service for himself, and I think he hyped it as legitimately like, I hope that people like this as much as I do.
Now I said it after issue 2, but did they like kind of touch on if he's the narrator of his own book yet? Like in the comic, is he the narration bubbles?
As much as they did in the second one, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Like they don't confirm or deny it, but you can kind of tell it just as much as the second one.
Having talked, and I'm sure Ryan can say this too. This will be the last thing I say before we talk about Venom real quick. Having talked to creators before, they definitely think their stuff don't stink, and whatever they create is the greatest thing on the planet. So I could totally get why, like Donny Cates was hyping up crossover so much, because it hypes him up because he believes anything. I mean, honestly, for the most part, anything he creates is amazing. But this is really something completely he created by himself that he thinks is amazing. So I think that's why he has been hyping it so much, is because it's creator owned, and he thinks anything he creates is amazing. I don't know. Ryan probably feels the same way after interviewing multiple creators that like basically whatever they create, they think is like the greatest thing on the planet.
Donny Cates is Donny Cates' biggest fan.
I was gonna say Donny Cates is kind of next level though. Yeah,
true. That is true. I mean, yeah. Let's talk a little Venom.
I'm gonna actually kind of go through the book as you guys are talking, because I'm definitely planning on reading this tonight.
Okay. This was one of the books that got spoiled to me by, I won't say any names. I thought it was really well done. This book was light years better than 31 when it was just following the whole time. This was exceptionally written. It was a callback to many of the other Venom books, specifically the first story arc. And it also obviously plays into the King in Black. The cover is just a cool cover because we're doing a lot of the Alien versus covers, and that's one of the best covers I've ever seen. I believe it's by Ryan Brown. Yeah, it says it right in the front. I thought it was exceptional. The art is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
You don't really know what's going on at first, and then it plays into it later, figuring out what's happening. Feels very much like the Matrix almost. I don't know if Panda would agree with me or not, but it felt very much like the Matrix. Like, your body's here, but your mind is over here, and you're only still alive because you are part of the symbiote hive. So I thought it was really well done, like I said, and I'm excited for 33 and the rest of King of Black. What do you think, Panda?
Man, I really enjoyed the exposition in this, all the back writing and everything, explaining on how things were. I really enjoyed the writing in this. To me, it was one of the better written ones of Venom, especially with the callback with 31. 31 sucks so bad. Like I can't even begin to say like how much that sucked. But this one really brought me back because I was really thinking with the way that 29, 30, and 31, with the way that those were going, I didn't know if I was going to continue on with this series.
I thought so too.
I really thought after 32, if I wasn't impressed with 32, I was going to go ahead and drop it from my new comic book day pickups, because, you know, that's one of the things that I'm trying to do is I'm trying to slim down my new comic book day pickups, because what I want to do is I want to focus more on my own collection, right? And it's hard to do so when you're picking up, you know, $40 a book every week. You know what I mean? So I've been looking to see on what I could drop and what I could not. But 32 really impressed me. I really did get that that whole Matrix feel with them being part of the Hive, and especially with the way that they were all lined up like ducks in a row, the way that they showed everything. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly the panel that I'm looking at right now. Yeah. So I thought it was really good. I think for the comic that it is, you know, I thought it was really cool. Callback to a lot of the things that you were saying before on the story arcs that they were on before. They talked about Venom Island and stuff like that. They also talked about the first story arc that they were on with Carnage and everything. And so I thought it was a really cool, you know, little tidbits here and there. And then the whole him yearning for Dylan, and how that was the catalyst for him saying that this isn't over yet, because, you know, he's not going to let them take away his death. You know what I mean? He's not going to be dead for anything, or, you know, things like that. So I honestly think that this was the much stronger book, especially coming off of King in Black 2. I really enjoyed this one as well. So
If I had to rank the Donny Cates books this week, I'd rank this one probably number one.
Yeah.
Thor was really good, but I would rank this above Thor and obviously crossover third between those three books that he wrote this week. What's up, B. Ramey? Sweet box that you got, that Panda got from you. I enjoyed that live stream the other day. That was good. We're talking a little Venom right now. And then, yes, we did get the Agent Venom there at the end. That was really cool. And I don't know if I said this earlier, but the art is really good in this book. I don't know if I said that last time, but I felt like the art in this book was absolutely insanely good. The colors were popping.
I was going to mention the colorist is really good.
Really good. I really enjoyed it. So, yeah, we get Flash, Agent Venom Thompson at the very end, who looks like Spider-Gwen, Venom, and Iron Man put together. I'm gonna try to do this real quick. So there it is, right there. Which I thought was cool. Which I thought was really cool. So I really, really, really enjoyed this book, and it plays into King of Black because you see all the people, which at the I want to say it was the very end of the last book. You saw Eddie laying there.
Yeah,
you get Dylan there and all the other heroes. I mean, it's directly tying into the book, and you get to see how much fight that Eddie has in him. He doesn't want to die. So really, really well done.
Oh, and you see where Eddie's symbiote is, you know, where Venom is.
Yep.
Right up there with Null, right on the throne.
Yep.
And
we'll see if I can find that here.
It is definitely going to be a fight to get to Venom.
He's like holding him, right?
Yeah.
He's holding him right here. It's the one right in his hand, I believe. That's his symbiote. He's like, crap, how am I supposed to get up there? It's like he's talking all this smack about it until he sees where his symbiote is. Like, well, maybe not.
Yeah.
But then he says, what did he say here? How am I supposed to get up there? Well, we got all these other symbiotes we can help to get us up there. And then also I got I'm happy to say I'm finally found the Venom I was looking for, because in the very first story arc, he was looking for Venom, but Flash Thompson Venom. And at the end, obviously, we get Flash Thompson. So I thought that was really, really, really good and well done. Which, I don't know if we said this. I know he's wearing a suit, but my goodness gracious. Flash Thompson's leg is freaking huge.
Oh, yeah.
It's ginormous. That is the biggest leg I've ever seen. So
Yeah, you know that's all symbiote though, right? Because
yeah.
in the series doesn't have any legs.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, they got blown off in the war.
Mm-hmm.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a cool Venom series I had read at one point where he's like kind of like a Suicide Squad guy, and because he lost his legs in the war in Afghanistan, and so he's like they give him the Venom suit so he can do like secret missions for the government and stuff, and that's the only way he can really move around because Venom gives him legs, but then he has to go back in a wheelchair, and they have a bomb implanted in his neck and stuff. It was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did not know that. I did not know that. I
Yeah.
didn't know much about Flash Thompson being Venom either. So.
Yeah, I didn't know very much about Flash Thompson. I knew that he went to the war and everything like that. But I really like the character design of Agent Venom. Agent Venom is one of the coolest looking characters. Anytime I see, I've seen that one cover swipe from 300 with Agent Venom on it, where he's got the two guns going off and he's swinging. That one's a really cool cover, and it looks like he's got the white all over him. So I think Freaky Louie was talking about him being the anti-Venom.
Yeah, but he said Agent Venom.
Yeah. So.
Apparently that was a Rick Remender series. So guess what, guys? I have read a Rick Remender series before.
I don't know who Rick Remender is. I'll be completely honest. I'm sure I've read his work before, but I don't know who that is.
I know his name. I didn't think I had ever read any of his stuff. There's like some random little series throughout the years when I tried to get into comics where I would like see something cool and I would read it and I'd be like, I don't know, for some reason I wouldn't stick to it, and so there's like these weird random series from the early 2000s I know about.
Okay. I thought so overall, like I said, I would definitely give Venom 32 like a Agent Anti-Venom. Okay, there we go. Or Anti-Venom, however you want to say it.
I heard an interesting idea for what they could do with Dylan after all of this, though.
What's that?
Cheers to Comics, Brian Wayne on his podcast today, he was talking about like how cool would it be after all the King in Black stuff if Dylan is has a symbiote and he's becoming Venom, but like he doesn't have control of his powers and everything, and so they stick him in Champions and kind of build him up and try to flesh him out for like other media, like movies and TV and stuff.
He can't really have a symbiote though, because of his powers, the way that they are. That they all like go away from him. Though he touched Annie in what was it, issue 28, and that symbiote didn't go away. So
yeah. I haven't been reading, so I don't know his like power set and everything, but I think that is a cool idea.
Does he have control of his powers?
No.
He does. I mean, he does, but he doesn't. Like he does. Like what was it? It was King of Black 2, right? Where he just
Black 2,
and he just destroyed it.
He just splooged it all over Reed Richards or something.
Yeah.
Like I think and then he controlled he remotely controlled like the Tyrannosaurus or something. He was like Venom Island or something, right? Isn't that right?
Oh, I think so. Yeah.
Did you remember
Venom Island?
In
Dylan is Jesus.
taking him out to.
Yeah, I mean, I'm specking on him hard, man. My shop still has a Venom 7 crane for sale, trade dress. Has one spine tick on the front. That's it. So I might get it for the next crane signing if he does another one.
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah, really good book. Well,
I'm glad to hear you say that because I'm really looking forward to reading that tonight.
I want to say this might be a top two read for me this week. I'm trying to think about what else is better. Firepower was pretty good. It's always just like up there, really good. Like here we go. Hannah and I will give a non-spoiler review of it really quick for both Mark and Austin. And Ron, since Austin is deciding he doesn't want to read it anymore, we have to tell him why you should keep reading it.
Mm-hmm.
So non-spoilery. So I just put Hannah on the spot. Are you ready?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay, so I'll go first so you can think about it more.
Okay.
So the art is still on point by Chris Samney. Everything about it is really good. The story is very much similar, and it's almost like they rehash a lot of stuff that happened, but at the same time, there also is a lot of new stuff happening. And the family aspect is more involved in this book, and you feel a lot closer to Owen as a character, and there is some big stuff coming. You can definitely see that there's some big stuff coming, especially toward the end of the book. So that's what I would say. It's very good. I'd still give it an A.
Yeah, and just to piggyback off that, like the family dynamics in this particular issue is so strong. Like you can tell because they're all going through something, especially the kids. The kids have seen some awful things for the first time when, Owen and his wife, have seen this on the regular basis for them because, Owen grew up, with that whole, kung fu aspect and everything like that. And his wife is a police officer who has seen a lot of things with her partner, Reggie, who apparently is part of the whole, kung fu aspect of it as well. But, the kids are going through something. And
He's Scorched Earth.
Yeah, right. He's part of the Scorched Earth, with the master and everything, and so it's just crazy. The family dynamic I never thought would be something that I would get into a comic book, but
I love it.
Seeing the kids go through what they're going through, and the angry outbursts you see that comes through because you wouldn't expect that from a comic book to go in depth into character development like that, but you get more involved into Owen's family and you really get invested into it. And so this particular issue really got me more invested in the kids in everything. So I'm really looking forward to see their character developments as we go along. And it really is building up to a bigger thing. And I really can't wait till we see, all of that.
And I can't wait until we find out whether or not the dragon is real. I want to know so bad.
Dragon's real. Come on. It's gotta be.
You think so?
I think so.
I mean, I was sold, but now I'm double sold because.
Austin, did we sell you?
No, not even close. I'll tell you what, and you guys are just gonna just beat on me for this one. The artwork is too comic strip for me. It seems very doodled, in my opinion. I have interests. I think that I was hoping to reach the end game a little bit quicker, or not necessarily the end game, but certainly we should be further along in the story. Everything now is so much foreshadowing. We're on issue 7 now, and we're still foreshadowing.
That part I'll agree with you on. Like, I really do feel like it really hasn't picked up since. But I kind of like that. I kind of like that long, drawn out play in this particular book.
I'll tell you this. I think that for where we're at right now in issue 7, we'll see where we're at in like issue 10 or whatnot. This is probably going to be a trade read for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I definitely can agree. I feel like this much content with a little bit of dialogue, and I pointed it out with issue 6, you averaged out at 4 panel pages. Averaged out an entire book with 4 panel pages. We're 3 issues in on issue 7. But again, just because it's interesting, it's fun. I couldn't agree more with you about the artwork. It's very comic strip feely, but I think that's why I enjoy it, because for such a simple concept, for such a simple story, the artwork fits it well. But did you read the OGN?
Yes.
Yeah, that's still the best part of the entire thing.
I definitely agree with the OGN because there was more story to it.
A lot. I read it.
Story to it.
Like, I want to read a little bit of this straight
There
through.
was a lot revealed. I think so. I will say this. This is my disclaimer to the book. The book isn't bad, but I'm too impatient for it right now. I need it to build up, and then I just need to be able to read a bunch of it all at once.
You want that?
I can't do it.
If it was more than $3.99, I doubt I would pick it up and floppy form.
It should
But it's
probably only be $2.99 with the amount of reading in it. Honestly,
the lack of reading.
Yeah.
it should be.
But the artwork is smooth, man. For like the style aside, the book flows so well, dude. Flows like water.
I like the artwork in it a lot. Honestly, I didn't think
I
I
enjoy
would,
it.
but I really enjoy it a lot more so than Department of Truth. I hate that.
But that's another one where it just fits in the story.
I don't disagree with y'all. I think this is not going to be a long series. I'm thinking probably like 20 to 30 issues for like the whole story to wrap. And then I think this will be an incredible read to just like pick up as like a compendium or whatever, like one solid chunk and read the whole story beginning to end. I think it'll read smooth enough that people can do that, because there's a lot of like compendiums that it's like, no, you have to read it in chunks. You know, I think this is one you could read it in like 1 to 2 sittings once it's all said and done. But one, I really like the art because Samney does a lot of character acting with it, you know, and I really dig that part of it. And then as far as the story and the writing, to me, it's a character drama, and it's about like a family drama, really, you know. And so I really like that. It feels grounded. It feels like my own family, and so I really relate to that. And I can see where it'd be better as like a trade read or a compendium read, but for me, I like the little chunks like every month, you know. So I'm gonna continue to pick it up because it's really good to me. I really like what it is and what it's doing.
I think it's going to go until Kurtman feels he's not going to get a TV show op. Then he'll wrap it up.
Thank you, Magic Lasso. I appreciate you, dude. I really, really do. We'll have to do a Wonder Woman show. I'll bring you on. We'll show off some Wonder Woman books, and we'll talk. Maybe after like issue 2 of Wonder Woman Future State, we can talk about Future State Wonder Woman, and I think it'll be fun. So everyone's saying hi. So yeah, I still every week Firepower is one of my favorite reads, and I'm a stan of Firepower for sure.
Yeah, I love it. Every issue has been really awesome.
So who has read Future State Batman? Who's read that? Okay. Can you guys give us like a non-spoiler review of that? Was it good?
It was surprisingly good. The artwork does an amazing job setting itself up where you feel like you're in Gotham, but you don't recognize it because you're not supposed to. It has an amazing tone to it. The pacing is awesome. It's very reminiscent of older Batman stuff when he does not have a sidekick. You feel that sense of doing it by yourself. There is no backup coming. You really get like you immediately start rooting for this new Batman. I don't know if you want to even get into spoilers. I don't know. It's pretty obvious who he is, but I know some people still don't know.
I mean, it's 10 bucks. So
Okay.
Who's not reading it? Are you going to read it at all, Panda?
I have it here. I just haven't read it yet.
Oh, you haven't?
One thing
I've not read it yet.
One thing I really liked about it is like the world building aspect of it. Reminds me a lot of The Dark Knight Returns or Batman Beyond. The way that they were able to like keep Batman's villains there, but like now they're kind of like gangs and like they've influenced this rising and stuff. And so now Batman's actually in more trouble because when you have to fight the Joker and you know where the Joker is, you can fight the Joker. But when it's a gang of Jokers, you know, now you got a problem. They can surround you. They can be everywhere. And again, playing back into that no sidekick kind of situation, you know.
And I like the fact that the police aren't with them either. Like the cops show up and their guns drawn on him just as much as the people he's trying to stop before they kill the cops.
Sounds like you guys are describing The Dark Knight Rises, where Bane,
elements of it.
Bane and Batman, or he's chasing Bane, but they're more. The cops should be chasing Bane, but they're chasing Batman more.
Kind of not
Maybe.
really though, because they're opposed to anybody in masks, and so like both the good guys and the bad guys are wearing masks. And when the cops show up, like the situation is get out of here. The one difference between the two factions, though, is that like Batman doesn't want the cops to bust him or the bad guys, you know. So like, and I don't know, it's hard to explain now that I said that, but. Anyway, yeah, the point being, like, there's a lot of different perspectives going on in this new world, and it's kind of interesting. I liked it.
And I like the this is definitely a conflicted character as well. Like he's conflicted from every angle. There's nothing about his life that is settling for him. So they haven't gotten into why he decided to take up the cowl and why he's on this pursuit. Like we all know why Batman does it, but why does he do it contrary to everything about his life that we've seen so far? So I think that's really awesome. And
that's all I really want to see.
What's that?
I said that's all I really want to see. Why he?
What's his driving factor?
Yeah.
And you know, John Ridley is the one writing it, right? Like he did really good with the other history of the DC universe. You know, there's
so many names inside here.
Well, that's because you're holding 3 books in your hand. That's why you have an inflated price tag on it. All these people complaining about the future state price tags are people who don't know why they're complaining about future state price tags.
Like, yeah, because we're only talking about like 1/3 of the book right now. Yeah.
Like just for comparison, like here's all 3 price tags. Flash, $3.99. That's your standard price for a single issue book.
$4.
Superman and Metropolis, $5.99. It also includes 2 other completely separate stories in it. Batman, $7.99. Also includes 2 other complete separate stories in it that are even bigger. So what they're going to be doing with Infinite Frontier, like DC canceled a lot of titles before the year started, and that was because of AT&T or for whatever reason, non-selling titles. But they're taking those lesser-known titles and they're including them in their bigger-known titles. So Batman after Future State will have the ongoing Robin included in the back as a slightly smaller issue.
So that's how they're justifying raising everything a buck?
It's not everything. There's only select titles that are. And that's how they're trying to get the characters that people just leave on the shelf. Like, who doesn't like Robin? But a lot of people don't like him enough to go buy his individual issue. Well, maybe if they actually did pick it up and did give it a try, maybe it would be decent. So who knows where it's going to go, but it's not a bad strategy.
This just in, Legion of Comics now sponsored by AT&T.
Yes, that's what I just put into the chat. DC needs to hire Mark.
But I'm just saying you're getting what you're paying for, though. Whether you ask for it or not, they're not just taking your money and giving you nothing.
Yeah, because look, you know how anti DC I am, and how critical I've been of all of this future state stuff, right? Well, forget Batman. You could take Batman out of the book, and you could take the Knights of Arkham out, and if you only gave me that Outsiders story that's in the middle, it would still be worth $7.99. Not even joking. I would pay for that. It's such a cool story. And the Batman story, pretty good. Like, next Batman, 1 thumb, Outsiders, 2 thumbs. Like, I'm on board with what they're doing because they're trying to give you more content, you know?
All Jeremy, I was in
the studio.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
This is my studio.
Jeremy.
Look, I'm not gonna lie to you. I haven't picked up anything new this week.
Oh,
I just wanted to join for this. Just
that's
for
awesome.
That is amazing.
Sorry, I've been running around with the boys all night, so I haven't been able. I've been watching like from my phone, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna have to jump in, even if it's just for a moment. So, good show, everybody. I love everybody in here, and you guys are awesome.
Dude, that is amazing.
You're awesome.
2 studios just knocked it out of the park on his first time on my. The rest of you guys need to step up your stuff, man. I'll tell you what.
Have y'all seen his setup?
What about the rest of you guys?
That Instagram post he put up the other day looked like he was about to fake the moon landing all over again. Oh yeah, that setup.
That was terrible because I was actually I had posted that really because I'd gotten the stand and it wasn't the backdrop alone, and everyone's like, "Dude, look at the backdrop," and I was like, "Okay, yeah, if you like the moon, it's the moon." So. Anyways, I'm not gonna. I don't mean to interrupt, but I did want to spread a little bit of love. So
Appreciate it.
again, hashtag Team No Sleeves.
We'll take a picture of this real quick. Here we go. Doing a screen cap, and got it. Awesome.
All right, y'all have a good one.
All right, you too, man. Thank
Take it
you.
easy, man.
Later, Jeremy.
That was
Adrian,
fantastic.
That was cool.
in the hat game there.
Dude, that was so cool.
I'll put that on.
I will say before we get any further into this future state stuff, that next week, I mean, we're already there. next week we're doing the drawing for the next Burke book, which Legion of Comics is still yet to receive his, because I sent it out like the day or two later, and it's literally still in the mail.
Oh, mine,
Man.
dude. I had that Lightning Zordon Alpha thing sit in Atlanta for 4.5 weeks. Stuff shows up. I know people who work for the mail, and they say those conveyor belt stuff falls off, and like it just gets pushed to the side of the room. And like when they get a chance, they go and get it and just resort it and everything. And this time of year, dude, I'm just giving them the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah. Well, hopefully it gets there. And if it doesn't, just file a report and get that $50 check and then go buy whatever you want.
I'd rather have books, man.
I know. I put some cool ones in there.
Yeah.
I feel
Dude, that's that Batman with the Snyder signature alone. Like I want to CBCS that.
it's a cool book.
It is. It's dude. Isn't it? Was it Ramita art on the front? Ramita Jr.
Whoever did All-Star Batman. I think you're right. I think it is.
Yeah. I'm not gonna get impatient on a Ramita Jr. cover signed by Snyder. No, not me.
Hopefully get there soon. But next Thursday, we're going to drawing for the next Burke.
No, it's bedtime, buddy. Go. Go.
Chat this week.
Go.
I don't know if it's going to be tomorrow night or Saturday or Sunday, but one of these next 3 days, we're going to do a Burke Family 54 Comics channel members only live stream. So
It's gonna be a good time.
I know. I don't know what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about something. Maybe we'll talk about what books you guys want to grab this year, because I know Panda wants that Wolverine 1 and a Team and T1, and I'd love to hear from everyone else what books they want to get.
Yeah, I got to put that list together. I got a few ideas in my head of things I want to pick up this year for sure.
That would be cool.
I want to pick up another X-Men 266.
Mine's at CGC right now with my annual.
That's right, because you want a 9.8 of that, right, Panda?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I want one of those at some point too. I do want one of those at some point. I'd rather have waiting longer to get my stuff in USPS than have to deal with them giving my packages to the wrong person. True.
That's true.
True.
I'll tell you that you want to hear something crazy. The turnaround times at CGC are ridiculous. And not only that, but the USPS. I sent this book, just to give you a good idea of the delays. I sent this book in the day I picked it up, and I just got it back today.
Oh wow.
So that's
Yeah, that's how long the delay is. It's ridiculous. I don't even want this book anymore.
I'll take it off your hands.
Oh shoot, that's amazing. That's amazing. Hey, I will say I'm also going to have Austin Ott on my channel. He is Clayton Crane's assistant. I want to say I don't know if that's his official title, but he's also an artist, and he's a really, really, really good one. And he always goes live on Facebook and YouTube and all that, and you can buy stuff. Though I want to say almost everything he's done is sold. So you have to wait for those to get back to buy them, and that's really good stuff. So I'm going to have him on my channel in the next week or so. We'll talk about his art. We'll talk about Clayton Crane and the Crane Tour and all that stuff. I'm excited about it.
He was an awesome guy, man.
He really was.
A friendly dude. That dude was one of the friendliest guys I think I've ever met. That was my first time being at a signing, and he made it feel like it was my 32nd time coming in. He just was really welcoming and just really dealt with it and was just like, hey, and people that were crowding him, he didn't even make them feel like, they were pushing too hard. He was just like, all right, man, yeah, I'll get back to you here in just a second. And just knew how to crowd control.
Very good at that.
He was amazing.
It was absolutely amazing. I know he's been doing it for a while, and I know that we were toward the end of his last part of the show for that specific tour, and I know they did several tours, but I definitely agree he's one of the nicest people I've ever met, and it definitely did a great job of making sure everyone felt like they got what they needed, didn't feel rushed, and him and Clayton Crane were I just had a really good experience with him, and I don't feel like I had great experiences with every single creator, but I had an amazing experience there. Hopefully next time I can get an interview with Clayton Crane. That would be sweet. I didn't even ask because I was nervous, and also they were busy, but I feel like I need to ask next time.
I think you should have asked, but I mean, he told you to hurry up anyways.
Yeah, I think he was joking.
Oh yeah, he was joking, but it was just still really funny.
It was really funny. It was really funny.
I also don't think he would say yay or nay like right there in public like that, because if he says yes to you, then every person in line that has any kind of YouTube following is about to ask him as soon as they get up there, and then it would be a weird middle thing.
That's why I didn't ask either, because I knew as soon as you open the floodgate.
Yeah, that's a floodgate. Yeah,
You got good etiquette, Steve.
right.
I felt like I opened the floodgates in the Burke fam chat when I let it out of the bag that I did Panda's intro. Oh, you do intros?
Did anybody read him on Rye? No. Right.
Southern Comic Geek probably did.
Yeah, I was about
I
to
hope
say
so.
Jason probably did.
Oh my God, that's like a definitive ride run there. That's Matt Kent and Clayton Crane does all the interiors. Oh,
He used
so
to do
good.
it, but now he just does covers. Which that cover I got for Wolverine #8, the black light cover, holy cow, it shot up in price. So it initially was going for $45 plus $10 shipping. And then the next day I bought it for $65 shipped from KRS Comics. It's now going for $325 shipped on eBay raw.
Dang.
I should have bought a couple of them. Should have bought a couple. But I'm glad I got one. So
That's all you need.
I think I want to talk about 5 minutes here of this. Not this. This. And then we can get out of here. If everyone's cool. Everyone good at that? So I want to talk about this for a little bit, and then everyone can talk about what's going on in their channel and anything else I want to talk about. Then we'll get out of here about next 10, 15 minutes. Okay, Flash, Future State Flash. I don't know how many years in the future it's set. I think it's 5 years, I want to say, in the future.
Mark knows.
So this is a spoiler review, so if you're planning on reading the story, I'm about to spoil it for you. But Wally is a bad guy, obviously, if people didn't already know that. He's a bad guy in this one. And you don't know at first, for most of the book, if he's actually a bad guy or if he's being mind-controlled. But you kind of do figure out at the end that he is actually being mind-controlled. It seems like, at least. And he killed Wallace West, which is his cousin, the Wally from the TV show, which they should have – that's a whole other subject. But Jay Garrick dies at the hand of Wally in this book. And I don't know. It was better than I thought it would be, honestly. Part of the script, I didn't really dig part of the script. Like, it definitely felt like it was someone's writing with their own voice versus Barry's voice. And I thought that's the exact opposite of what Williamson did as his run on Flash, where it always felt like he was always writing from a character's voice. But the art was okay. I don't feel like they needed to make every single person look like Superman, but it was okay. And but the story was still better than I thought it was. It wasn't great. I'd give it like a B-. That's my review. What do you guys think, Mark and Ryan?
I enjoyed it. I hadn't been reading up to date with Flash. I just kind of dip into it, but I enjoyed this. It had a very classic, solid element to it. I thought that Dale Inglesham did good with the art. The colors were great. I like the little throwbacks to the actual series with them using all their villains' weapons and everything because they're depowered. I thought the Wally aspect was really cool because it is not Wally killing people. It's just Famine, one of the four horsemen of death in the DC universe, in Wally's body, hence why his suit is hanging off of him, and he's creepy because he's the physical embodiment of Famine right now. And I thought it was awesome how savage they let Famine be right off the gate, especially when he was literally slicing through gang members like butter. That was awesome to see, and it gave it some real weight when they let Jay Garrett pass away in this issue. And
He also killed Bart.
Bart right off the bat, dude, and it was savage.
It was
Like,
sad.
and it wasn't Wally that did it. It was just the fact that they were moving slower than they're used to, and it hit him right from the get go. And as a reader, you're like, dude, they're saying they're not as fast, but we're about to demonstrate that we are not who we used to be.
No.
Throw bark to the wolves, and it was absolutely savage.
Yeah.
I was going to
Ryan,
ask you what that cover B was based on, because I actually like that cover B.
Yes, thank you, all.
But I had no, but I don't know. I don't read Flash. I had no idea what that was all about. So that it was one of the Four Horsemen makes sense. I thought it was cool.
I did not like it at all, but that's just me.
Yeah,
The
I mean, I
art
don't.
was beautiful. The image being whatever it is, it was still a very, very good job.
Yeah, I don't disagree with your criticisms about like the dialogue and stuff, feeling like a singular voice for all the characters and stuff. But I love the story. I mean, the art was really good too, but I love the story. Like, I love the way that they come in at the beginning and they kind of establish that they have no powers. Like, when they came through that portal, I was like, oh man, we're on like some pulpy adventure, like Adventure Man kind of level stuff here, you know? And they come in as a crew and like things go sideways. Like, I loved it. I thought it was great. I really like the science aspect of the Flash, you know? And so this idea that like they don't have powers, but they're intimately familiar with the Speed Force. So they have a really good idea of what they're up against, and they're going to modify and use all the old Rogues Gallery's weapons and tech and stuff, and to go and fight Wally. Like, I'm in. I loved it. I thought it was great. I really enjoy like seeing them depowered and really having to use their humanity to fight against an enemy that they know but they don't know, you know? Like, if it was anybody else, you know, if it was like Superman, like he would not stand the same chance because he does not know the Speed Force like that. So yeah, they're kind of at a disadvantage because they don't have the Speed Force and they don't have a great ability to fight the powers of famine. But they also have the advantage of knowing how the Speed Force works and what they can do with that and how they can manipulate it. So I'm really excited to see how this plays out. I think it's going to be really cool. I love the like pulpy adventure aspect of the book, and I like how they were able to give it weight by killing a couple of characters and bring the rest of the team together.
Well, I thought it was great too, and I did like that they included the entire Flash family in there too. Because you get Max Mercury, you get Bart, you get Wally, you get Wallace, you get Avery, you get Jay Garrick. I mean, I can't think of really one specific speedster that they left out. I mean, maybe Mina, one of the new ones. For the most part, they had every single speedster in this book, which was okay. Jesse Quick, I guess, would be another one that they left out. But,
Oh yeah.
Just to point out, like in a nutshell, everyone who's been critical of Future State beforehand, this has been a decent week. You know, we see all the familiar characters. People were complaining about being replaced. We're seeing actual solid titles. I mean, there's nothing that just like screams Grammy, you know what I mean? But they're not trying to write Oscar. It's a nice breath of fresh air, and they put some effort into it. There's some good new talent. Some of this new talent that they're putting on this books are actually decent. I'm excited to see him do some more stuff.
Yeah, before you jumped on, Mark, I was saying, you know, I was very anti-Future State, and I was going to boycott it. But I picked up Next Batman. I'm probably going to go out tomorrow and try to hunt down Swamp Thing. A lot of people building up Swamp Thing, so I want to check that out. But now hearing you guys talk about Flash, you guys sold me on it, you know, so I'm going to start. If I don't buy physical copies, I'll definitely do it digital and start diving into it.
Yeah, I mean, that was my thought on Future State. Like, for the first week, there wasn't like any, I didn't see any bad art. I read all the books. I didn't see any bad art. All the stories are well written and constructed. It's just some of them didn't appeal to me. They're kind of boring for me, you know, but I could see where they do appeal to other people. So I think all the negativity toward Future State before it launched, I think they actually had a pretty good launch week.
I thought so too. I thought it had a really good launch week. Bill, I have to ask you, Ryan, did you read Harley Quinn Future State? Okay. I'm gonna see you afterwards. I got something for you to do.
Okay.
Legion knows what I'm talking
And
about.
Rich brought up a good point. I do want to say Swamp Thing into Infinite Frontier though is getting a new avatar. That will be a first appearance, the new ongoing Swamp Thing. I don't know if they're going to touch on it in this, but there's no Alec Holland in this book either. It's in the year 4500. But he asked if Future State will be Elseworld in the future, which is an awesome question, and it can only direct you back to Death Metal 7 for the answer. There's a great question. You know what I mean? Like, yes. There's two centers to the Omniverse now. Two worlds at the center of the DC Omniverse, and it's the world that it's always been the center, and a separate one called Elseworlds. So there is so much cool potential with what they've built and what they're setting up with this new structure, DC Universe, where everything, everywhere counts. I'm excited.
It did count 100%. Yes, please. Thank you, John. Make sure you sub up to Ryan. I'm going to try to put everyone's in here real quick. Actually, if my moderators could do that, that'd be great. But I'll try to do it as well. Make sure you subscribe to Nuexguy. He actually did a really, really cool interview with the Black Cotton creators, and I thought that was dynamite. That was a really good one. Sub up, Adrian. There we go.
Thank you. Yeah, I really enjoyed talking to those guys.
It was really cool. I liked it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
They seemed really cool.
Yeah, they were super cool guys. And the book is really cool too. Very deep. Like they really thought a lot of things out. You know, it's not kind of the surface level thing that I think some people might be picking up on. Because I thought the same thing. I was like, this seems like very basic, and I don't know that it's going to go over that well. But you read it, and it's actually kind of deep, and they really put a lot of thought into it. So watch the video because the guys are really cool, really chill, just like really fun to talk with. But also don't miss their book. It's out February the 10th.
I want to show off something really quickly here because we were talking about your channel and you interviewing Brian and Patrick from Black Cotton. So if you go search Nuexguy on YouTube, I don't know if you've seen this, Ryan. I got to show it real quick.
I have no clue what's coming. So
you mean nude guy?
Uh-huh.
Right here.
What's that? I can't even see.
Did you mean nude guy?
Oh.
That's
no, I was not aware.
It's ironic after he was asking Adrian to take his shirt off up here.
I know, right?
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Ryan's channel, and he doesn't get naked once.
Not once.
Oh, shoot. Well, thank you guys for coming on here. And I'm going to put Austin's Instagram since you don't do the old YouTube. You do a lot of really good art on your channel, on your Instagram, I should say.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of which, I subbed up to started following Austin Ott after you mentioned him before. He's got a lot of good stuff on his.
I didn't realize he was an artist. Okay, so here's what happened. Okay, so I was on the Clayton Crane fan page, one of them. I don't know if it was Craniac or another one. Anyways, I was on there, and he added me, like he invited me to like his page, and I was like, Austin Ott, is that the guy? Is that the guy? And I clicked on it. I'm like, that's him. So I clicked like, and I added him on YouTube and Instagram, and then I started talking to him, and then and I put out there that I was going to interview him, and so I'm glad that you were able to find him too, because I didn't realize he was an artist either until I started seeing his stuff, and he's really good.
Yeah.
Really good. He said that Clayton Crane suggested to him that his art is good enough that he should start doing what he's doing, and he said he's definitely going to continue doing that for sure. What's up, my fellow Midwesterner? He's from Nebraska, so.
Ooh.
I bet that has to feel good to get like a green light from Clayton Crane.
Yeah,
That's exactly what I was thinking when he said it. I was like, holy crap.
he's got to come up with a. And I'll talk to him about this. He does his like the rainbow signature like Crane does, but he's got to come up with a really cool name for it, right? Because there's the Crane bow. What are you going to call the Austin Ott one? What would you call that? The Ott bow?
Didn't the Crane bow start being called the Infinity Signature by Crane, and then the community just changed it to Crane? Rainbow.
I don't know. I don't remember, but people still call it the Cranebow. So I'll tell you.
Yeah, I think it's way better.
Did Crane actually steal that from Austin? Is a good question.
He's his what do they call it? The Ghost Rider or whatever?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which a lot of people don't know. I think it's Dickie V. Dickie V has his own Ghost Rider that like helps. Like he'll write down on a piece of paper or something to say, and he'll hand him the paper, and he says it during the live games that he announces. I don't think he does games very much anymore, but he has his own underwriter that does it for him. So. Okay, so that was our Thursday night chat. I hope everyone had a good time. An hour and 45 minutes. That's not bad. It's not bad. I'm going to go around here real quick and talk about what everyone has coming on their channel. Before we do that, though, I do want to thank the 616comics.com for sponsoring the Burke Box, which I'll show off what's in it next week on next week's show when I do the drawing for it. Make sure you head over there and use a Thanks 10 coupon. Austin got a really cool book over there. They're adding awesome variants all the time. They just put up a whole bunch of Star Wars New Republic, or High Republics, I should say, variants, and they're almost all sold out already. They have some really cool John Boy Myers, Death Metal covers. They have TMNT The Last Ronin, Crossover, Spawn, Sandman Lock and Key, Power Rangers, TMNT, Gwenom, Batman, Ice Cream Man. I mean, there's a ton of really cool books. Make sure you check out the 616comics.com for your comic book needs and variants. They're awesome stuff, and I appreciate them sponsoring the Burke Box. I want to go ahead and go around here really quick. Ryan, you're up first. What do you got going on your channel coming up?
Yeah, I have a video coming out tomorrow that has all my picks for New Comic Book Day, January 13th. So check that out tomorrow. And then my next interview will be up on Sunday. I interviewed Ben Lee and Tina Cisa Ward. They do this book called The Delegates, and I think everybody should check it out. It's really interesting because they are doing everything the way that everybody in the industry would tell you not to make a comic book. Like they are doing it absolutely opposite of what anybody else is doing, and it's really interesting stuff. So I would say check that one out and find out like why they're doing it the wrong way and why it's working for them.
Mark?
Saw that exact same comment on Karate Kevin's live giveaway yesterday.
Get out of here. You got anything else going on? Sorry, I was distracted by that.
No, I mean, that's it. I got a video tomorrow and another one coming on Sunday.
There we go. I like it. I'm going to do daily content coming up as well. I'll talk more about that. I'm sorry. I don't mean to steal your thunder. Make sure you check out Nuexguy over there on the YouTube. How close are you to 100 subscribers?
Man, I was at 77. I was feeling pretty good, and somebody unsubscribed. So I'm at 76 right now.
You guys need to be subscribed to Nuexguy. He does awesome stuff. You're at 78 right now. He does
nice
creator interviews, and he does lots of really good reviews and previews as well. Make sure you check him out. Ryan's an awesome guy. He's been on my channel for about a year and a half now. So I appreciate you being a good friend and being a good co-host, man. Appreciate that.
Yeah, it's been a blast. I enjoy every one of them.
Yes, sir. I appreciate that. I agree. Ryan is awesome, and the main reason I show up here Thursdays.
That's why Steve shows up to his own channel.
Yeah. That's why John shows up. He doesn't show up for the rest of us. Just Ryan.
Just Ryan.
The main reason, and then the second main reason is Panda. Of course.
I was gonna say, and Panda. He's always about Panda too.
Panda. Oh shoot, Austin, you got any projects you're working on, man? You got any things you're doing?
A little bit of everything. You can check me out on Instagram. I throw up some artwork there every now and then. But speaking of stealing some thunder, I'm going to go ahead and promote it. Check out Pandawesome's YouTube channel on Sunday.
That's right.
5:30 Central, right? 5:30 Central. He'll have Gem Mint Collectibles there, beating on him a little bit, grilling him with some questions, and I'll be hanging out as well.
That's really cool.
Awesome.
I like it. I'm excited to watch that interview, man. I really am. I'm excited to see that. And I was joking to Panda. I was like, Jim Mint, never heard of him. That's gonna be cool. That's gonna be cool. I always see you guys over there in his chat too, and he's a super chill dude. So I'm excited to see you guys talking to him because he seems pretty down to earth. So,
Oh yeah.
Panda, what else you want to talk about that a little bit more and say talk about what you're gonna ask him and anything else you got going on your channel?
So I'm pretty much gonna fanboy out this Sunday, and I'm gonna be talking to the big homie Gem Mint. He's pretty much what started everything. Had it not been for him, I wouldn't have found Two Brothers. I wouldn't have found Burke Family 54. I wouldn't be on YouTube. I'd probably still be on Instagram, just doing little things here and there and like popping inside the chat. But man, ever since then, it's just been a whirlwind of things, and he's definitely the main reason on why I did anything that I did. So I'm really going to be fanboying out on Sunday for sure. I messaged him earlier today just to confirm and got the okay. Yes, we're going to do it. So hopefully we'll be able to do that on Sunday. But other than that, I've got some videos coming up. I still need to make my top 10 that I got from 2020. I'm waiting on my new computer coming in. I should be getting a new computer on Sunday. And then I've got a video that I'm going to make for my CGC submission for The Last Ronin.
Nice. Ooh. Are you getting any of those signed by Eastman? I can't remember.
I think I'm gonna get at least one signed by Eastman.
Is it the Jabroni cover?
No,
you don't have to say. Okay.
No, I think it's gonna be the thank you variant because that thing's already shot up. So I think I'm gonna get that one signed by Eastman.
I feel like I should buy that from my store. They still have it. I should buy it.
Oh yeah, you should definitely cop it.
I should. That's exciting. When is that CGC submission going up? Next week after you get the computer or before then?
Yeah, after I get my computer.
Okay.
Because editing on my computer now, it takes like 2-3 hours. So I'm just like, nope, I'm good.
I remember when you first started making videos, you're like, dude, this computer sucks so much. Can you edit it for me?
Not only did I have you do my intros, but I had you editing my videos too.
Yeah. I edited his first 3 or 4 videos, and then I think he felt bad, so he started doing his own.
Yeah. Then I decided to go ahead and take the rest of my days off just to edit a video.
That's amazing. I'm excited for that interview with you and Austin and Jim, man. That's going to be really fun.
Yeah.
And Legion, what you got going on your channel, man? You're doing a giveaway.
I just put up my 300 subscriber giveaway video yesterday, so it'll be up for a week. I'll do a live drawing for it next Wednesday. I'm up to 337 subs right now. So depending on how fast it goes, I'll have a 400 subscriber one right after it. And anyone who is live for the giveaway, there will be bonus prizes for the live chat, just to kind of say thank you to the people who tune in regularly when I go live. And then I just got a stack of CBCS books back. It's the first ones that I sent to get cleaned and pressed by them. So I'm going to do a video talking about the positives and the negatives of that submission. And then those are the really first 2 big things I got coming up. Other than that, just the regular mail hauls and stuff like that. But yeah, if anyone wants to check out that giveaway video, just pop over to my channel. Just be sure you're subscribed and leave a comment on that video when you're in.
I like it. You cut out a little bit there, but I think we got, for the most part, everything you said. So
Yeah. What he was saying is, since I'm gonna win his 300 subscriber giveaway, he's got some other prizes for other people that tune in for the live part. So
It's a cool giveaway.
No, I mean, Legion has won every single giveaway lately. Didn't you?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Win another one?
I won
He's won
4 in
3
3 days.
That's crazy.
dude, he messaged me
one day.
I won 3 in 1 day and 1 the day before.
Oh
Yeah,
wow!
I won 3 in 1 day.
He messaged me one day. He's like, man, I have. He messaged me I have good luck. I'm on a roll, and I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. And then maybe a day or 2 later, I talked to him on a stream or something. He's like, oh yeah, I won this, and then this, and then this, and I was like, the hell?
Because of that, I bought a mystery box from B. Ramey, like shooting for the GP here. You know what I mean?
No, right? Yeah, that's
I
the
hope
340 given away, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Hulk 340. I hope you don't get it. I hope it's me that gets it.
Did you
Yes, I did. Thank you very much.
Congrats on 300, Legion.
I didn't get mine.
Panda and Legion are both around 350 or so, right? Both of you guys are right in that range. So you guys, if you guys can get 350, you guys, like Jim Man always says, I stole it for him, so this is not original. If you can get to 300, you can get to 500. If you get to 500, you can get 1,000, and you get to 10,000 more. So just keep doing what you guys are doing. You guys are doing awesome stuff for sure. You too, Ryan. Seriously. Make sure you subscribe to everyone here on the panel. I put a link to everyone's there in the chat. Please support everyone in this community because this community is absolutely amazing. Thank you guys for hanging out. I had a great time. Really quick, I do want to say thank you again to our sponsor of tonight's Thursday Night Chat, comic_pressing. If you need some comic books press, make sure you hit up Eric at comic_pressing on Instagram. He presses books for as little as $10, and use my promo code BURK54 to get free shipping back to you. He can also send books to CGC for you, so please make sure you use Eric. He does great stuff. Mark just used him recently. I've used him, obviously, a ton of times. Panda's used him. He's a great dude. If you need something pressed, hit up Eric. Thank you again to our channel members. Real quick, I just want to go through them. Family tier, we got Rumor Q Studios, Legion of Comics. Thank you, Mark. The Cover Collector, Mike V, DJ Links, Deep Dive Comics, Flash 6792. The Comic Book Poser, Collectibles Lounge, and Cadrano Prince. Friend tier, we got Coco Love Chevy, and a supporter tier. Lots of awesome people, including Panda and Austin, and a whole bunch of really other awesome people. Thanks, everyone, for hanging out. I had a great time. Again, my name is Steve from Burke Family 54 Comics. I don't know why I just covered everyone up. And as always, go Cats, Cowabunga,